didn't realise I had that impact on him.
I'm Ronnie Ossilven, and this is my life in pictures. This first picture here, this was where we were living in Ilford. They're all my little trophies that I was winning as an amateur. Played many different sports, tennis, golf, football. Dad used to be a footballer, and he said, let me ring up this fellow. He said, he's down Tottenham there. He said, I'll get you a training session. I wasn't really good enough. I only went for one. It was a bit too intimidating for me. I was like the only chubby kid there, so yeah, I just got myself back down to snooker. My dad, in his dapper suit, and this is where I had my first table that my dad bought me. And I remember I used to always getting excited that Dad would be home about 6, 7 o'clock. I'd get to play a few frames of snooker with him. I think my dad was obviously massive influence on me. You know, I think he wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna be stopped from achieving or being successful in whatever I chose to do. So this is me shaking hands with Stephen Hendry. Obviously, like, Hendry was my hero. I never thought I'd ever beat Stephen at the Crucible. Stephen had beaten me, I think, 2 or 3 times. And every time I thought I had him, he would just find another gear. He kind of taught me what it took to become a champion. And I had to learn from him a lot. So you look at Hendry's face there, he's a bit like, bad day at the office. But I obviously got the better of them that day.
This one here is the hug with Judd Trump. That was a big match for me to play Judd. You know, he's a phenomenal player. But when I went up to him, you know, I was like, that's all I've got, mate. You know, I've got nothing more. You know, I don't think we can do this dance again, mate. And it was sort of my way of, you know, accepting that may be my last final. Just said to me, you know, because me and Judd practiced in the same facility. You know, Judd came down to London when he was about 18, 19. I think he kind of was watching and learning. He said, you know, when he decided to go back up to Bristol, I said, why are you doing that? He went, I learned all I needed to learn off of you. He said, the job was done. He said, I knew there was nothing left for me to learn. He said, so, you know, it's time to go back to my family. And, you know, that means a lot. So, I didn't realise I had that impact on him. So, yeah, that's why I kind of struggle with it, man. Sorry.
This is probably one of the best moments of my life. This is me with my son Ronnie, and this was at the 2013 World Championships. I remember I took a year off, so I literally had no matches going into the World Championships. I remember with each match I just got stronger and stronger, and then it wasn't until the final where I thought, oh, actually I feel like I've never been away from the game. And then to have little Ronnie there to share that moment with me was a special moment. But I look into my eyes there and it's sort of like I feel like that was satisfying. That was satisfying. This one is quite a funny picture as it happens. It's so funny. That's my mate Damien, who I always speak about the mustard because of the intensity that the Crucible brings. And Damien said, it's like smothering yourself in mustard. And I went, yeah, it's like so hot and filthy and dirty. And for my birthday, he got me some chalk, branded chalk. And I just found it so funny. I just thought that's just typical of Damien.